All right, here we are at 19769 Progress Drive, the best rocker arms in America. That's what they say. I say on the planet. This is our #1 sponsor.
Harlan Sharp has been around since 1960. Started making rocker arms in his garage in Parma Heights back in 1959, early 1960s for some local racers. His background is a tool and die maker, so he's not really, he wasn't a engine racer connoisseur, so to say. As he got more involved in building those performance parts and meeting people involved, he got interested in it, so he did have a few little hot rods in his day, a few little secrets that he'd tinker around town and show up some of the other boys with their hot rods. Hi, my name is Randy Becker Jr. and I'm here with Harlan Sharp Company. I'm part of the third generation, but we'll give you a little tour and show you how it's all done. You can kind of see a little bit how the machine's going through its different cooling cycles. Machining up, these are actually rocker arm pedestals for a late model LS1 or Ford 5-liter 4.0 Jeep application. It's the component that'll sit underneath the rocker arm, holds it in its appropriate place so the geometry is correct. And again, we do various different heights depending on the application, both sizes. This thing will just sit here all day and run these parts until we tell it to stop. 6,000 piece right here in the butt. Boom. There's your part. There it goes. There's your completed part in under a minute. Very first operation when the blank piece, so you got your shaped rocker arm, essentially. We bring these over into here, and we load them into this fixture. The machine's a little dirty because it wasn't cleaned out by the last operator yet, but so the parts are loaded into this fixture. If you look in there, there's a fixture right on the other side of the same thing. Okay. So it's drilling the main hole in the rocker arm, which I'll show you over at the next step what it's doing. But that's what this first operation does here. Here's what the part would look like after it comes out of that first operation. You got your saw cut blank piece with this main hole drilled in it. Okay. And this is what we use to base all the other manufacturing steps off of. Right. That's what it looks like when it goes in, and when it rotates around, I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Puts this boss cut, does the chamfer cut. So it completes that, sets the width of the rocker arm, which again is also used as a locating and fixturing for the remaining operation. After this operation, we'll come over here. They haven't been tumbled yet, so there's still a few more steps. There's one more machining step that gets done to this part before it's ready for the deburr, and that's this step here. Actually, that's a poor example. But anyways, it's similar to this step here where we machine these slots in the top and the bottom. That's a full slot, which is what's used on a stud mounted rod. So as Denise was saying before, how the part was sharp, now you can handle that part and it's nice and smooth, just like it is.
Very nice.
When you get it to put it in your engine, except it just doesn't have the color operation done yet. This is our Harlan Sharp Rocker Orange, so we can step back in here and I'll show you. So here is a small block W2 rocker before it's ratioed. So I can turn this into 6 or 7 different applications depending on what the customer orders. Here's small block Mopar rockers, colored, ready for completion. We can make these into an offset if we have to, but typically they're made into your standard small block Mopar 1:5:1:6 ratio. Same thing over here with big blocks. We have the big offset 440-1 intake rockers. We have the standard big block Mopar rocker. Again, just anodized piece. There's no ratio, no offset. So it can get made into
anything.
Whatever variety, which is what allows us to do the customization that we do.
Right.
Here's an example of all the small block Chevrolet, big block Chevrolet. Here's one of the diamonds. Oh, no. Here's a heavy duty style rocker arm. Here's like the diamond style where we do the cuts on the corners to help take some weight off. Here's our popular LS1 rocker arm, which has those same diamond cut features. And again, this can be turned into adjustable or non-adjustable 1:7 or 1:8 ratio.
Yeah.
Here's the new LS3 L92 rocker. It's got the offset roller tip on it.
So each one is a different style.
Yeah, they're all, you know, they're different lengths.
Right. I was
So,
looking at the opening in the
So like
center.
if you look at this one's longer on the front.
Exactly. Yes. I was trying to compare that. Yeah.
It's shorter on the back. It's narrower. So it just has to do with what it's supposed to fit. You know, the wider we make the rocker, the stronger it gets.
Yeah.
But certain applications like LS1s, we have to keep them narrow so they fit. So I mean, we've catered all these parts to the application. We don't just sell you a rocker and say figure it out. We manufacture all of our own trunnion fulcrums. So that's the 7/16 small block Chevy trunnion fulcrum
Okay.
before it's installed. We also manufacture our own bearing cages. So we machine the bearing cage race with the knurl feature in it. So when you press that into the rocker, it can't spin, similar to how the pin's designed.
Right.
And then after they're heat treated, we have people who will install the needles into these bearing cages by hand. It's fun.
Wow.
Not really.
Wow. Now, which one of them you use for like the Oldsmobile? Because I said I wanted to come get some Oldsmobile from you.
So Oldsmobiles use this bearing.
Use that one?
If it's a stud mounted rocker.
Right, stud. Yeah,
We'll use
yeah.
this bearing right here.
Right.
So then that gets pre-set up like that. It then goes into this machine that presses all this together. It centers it up in the rocker arm. And then when it's finished, put some snap ring clips on it, just in case. That's
Right.
all those are is an insurance policy. You check to make sure the rocker spins nice and free. Check the roller tip to make sure it spins nice and free. And now there's a completed rocker arm ready to go out to the customer.
Ready to rock.
Take a shot over here and see we do 3 different bearings that we make.
Right.
And each of these boxes are different trunnion fulcrums for different applications. So depending on what's needed for the stud size, what's needed for a bolt, the rockers pair together. If the rocker sits on a cradle or a saddle, we make different trunnions for all those different applications. So, along with the variety of rocker bodies, the variety of the trunnion components, mixing all those things together is what makes all the different rockers. And over here I got a shelf too. Each box is a different rocker arm. Some boxes will have a left or right offset. Some are paired depending on the application, but those are all the different pieces. And then every single piece up there can be customized to some degree as well, if necessary. So yeah, that's pretty much about it from start to finish on how we do rocker arms here at Harland Sharp.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are here again at 19769 Progress Drive, Harland Sharp Custom Speed, the home of the best rocker arms
In the world.
on the planet.
On the planet. There you go. Thank you, Denise.
Thank you.
All right.
By nature, he was a tool and die maker and a craftsman. We still today use fixtures and tools that he developed back in the 60s and 70s because it was pretty ingenious at the time, and well, when you do ingenious things, it doesn't get old, even with the new CNC stuff. These old ways Harlan came up with are still pretty awesome for making parts.